Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today a very different deck because we are playing Sultai, I think first time in years on the channel. And this will be a full self-mill with Slogurk, Old Stickfingers, and the new Nightmare that mills yourself. So the deck is pretty cool, it has a lot of interactions, you will have a blast watching the video, and be sure to check outro before crafting everything, alright? And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, really helps the channel, gives you cool decks. Wow, very good. So, I hope you will have a great time, guys, and have fun. Anyway, let's play this one, and I think Rona might be super important. This is just a spell, this is a permanent, so it gives you value every turn until removed. This one gives you value only once. So I think for this stage of the game, this is way better. Especially that we have some legendaries, so no, who knows? Target creature, so we can try to save our creatures with it, that's also important. And they didn't go for removal, however they went for the setup. Alright. I think we are doing it. I think it's a good way to start things, you know, over. Skyturtle honestly doesn't seem like a great card right now. It's better later. So it's 5 card control, so Sunfalls are on the table. I think we're just going like this. This way we get a little bit of everything. We can start doing our mill engine. And, you know, just keep the pressure up while also making our future threats a little bit better. Stomper. Alright. I will probably go with the Stickfingers. Most likely, we will see. I would love to draw a land, untapped preferably, and not be forced to activate Rona. This one is legendary, so that's a big deal. Slogurk. If I draw a land, I want to play it. That's a pretty good card, but I don't think we have luxury to do it. I need a black land. Not a black land. Do I really get rid of it? This is such a good card, man. So I played this. I don't have any black mana, unfortunately. No, this is a Slogurk turn. This is amazing, but we missed the spot already, so we kinda have to play like this. This also means we can untap, right? Yeah, and we'll attack or use ability at the end step and try to pump the Slogurk with some lands. The mana base doesn't help us. As you can see, everything we have in the hand is black mana right now. We even needed to discard a little bit. So Sunfall that is super good on this turn will hurt. Yeah, they probably will play the Sunfall. They probably will play the Sunfall. Alright, not this turn. In all honesty, they shouldn't play it right now, because that's not a lot of pressure. We are not killing them in one turn. Alright, that's Archangel. And that's it. Let's draw a card and see what we get. That's a good card. All of them are great. I hate this, but I think that's the best way. Alright. I'll take the thing. And let's finally start to get some lands. Alright, Slogurk will be pretty amazing. This is our only black mana. And here we go. Now we're talking. Alright, I like this much more than before. And we can start attack for 10. That's already a lot. And now we can protect Slogurk, right? Alright, we started our engine. Now the deck is working. Let's see if that will be too late. Alright, no appreciation of the board state. Super suggests the Sunfall on the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has the Sunfall. And he gouged that he doesn't need to use it on last turn, and now he will play it. Could be Farewell, but probably Sunfall. Especially that there are so many creatures. He draws a card from up the Beanstalk. He's not even using the Stomper right now. Yep, 5 more. Alright, maybe we are in this game, man. Maybe we are. So the Stompers are activated, but they're no match for the Slogurk and the other thingy, the Urborg. Alright. That's an attack. So we could double block, but we don't really care about this one. I want the activation from Tortoise. We can also go for the Vinestalk, but we cannot go for Defenders anyway, so we'll play differently. Let's see the card. That's pretty good, but I think this is basically the same, and I want the other two cards for sure. Let's see what we get. A Frog. Frog is kinda okay, but not amazing. I could transform, but I want to keep hitting those lands, man. That's super important for me. He can double block those things, but that's still kinda fine. I think he will go for Slogurk, but that's a lot of damage already, and we ramp as well. Alright, that's my second black mana. Slogurk gets bigger and bigger. And now they cannot block it, so double block on the Urborg, right? Which is kinda fine, it makes our next attack even stronger. Alright, they went for the Tortoise. Interesting choice. No interactions. Alright, he's down to 9. We're trying to do our part for sure. Alright, this is 0 mana. So what do we do? I think we might mill ourselves and play this. Do we really go for the transformation? Doesn't feel like it makes sense, right? I will mill myself because it will make future cards a little bit stronger. And I will just make sure that he needs to you know, sweep the board. So, all in all, probably misplayed this turn, because if I did it first, or transform first, I would get extra damage. So my bet on this, I honestly wasn't planning to do those things, but yeah, if I fought longer, I probably would. So I want to go super wide. This way, I make sure that he has to sweep on the next turn. Otherwise, he can just, you know, remove one of the biggest creatures with some leyline, block the hit with the other creatures, and you don't really force him. Right, Honky? Alright, let's see the big play. This is the big play turn. Here she is. Alright, but I mean, that's just a 7/7, that's not much. And we can make it even smaller so it doesn't live game. Man, that's pretty good. He can chomp block those two, so he gets the damage. I don't think we'll be able to kill him. We need 5 mana for the Vinestalk anyway, right? Yep, 5 mana. I don't want to highlight the card so he doesn't know what the plan is. And he has the leyline mana or not? Nope. Alright, so all the cards he ever dreamed of are here basically. I need one of my go for the throats right now and I win the game. Go for the throat from the top and easy win. He got Atraxa, I got to go for the throat, right? Nope. Not really. Alright, how do we do it? I think this is the best way. Not what I would love to do, but I think if anything works, it has to be this, right? Then this is a lifelink. 3. Sure, whatever. And he gets how much damage? Yeah, that will be enough. Because that's why when you play Atraxa, you really want this white mana untapped, right? And that was super close, even without go for the throat. And if we didn't make Atraxa smaller with Vinestalk, he would live gain enough to stay in the game and play the Sunfall. So I mean, that was really close, man. Rona is also great because it's a card that matters, so very often it lures a lot of removal quickly. And he goes with Dread Knight. I see, I see. So, how do we go about this one? Removing it doesn't feel great. What is the wording on this one? Until the end of your next turn. Yeah, so we need to... Yeah. Good value for him, honestly. I think I will go with the... Oh, but we might not hit the card. Alright, so let's go like this. We need to start cycling stuff. Slogurk. That's insane. Tortoise is... Man, do I really get rid of Shaw? All of the other cards are great. I think we are going for this. This was our 3-drop and now we have a new one. It's also legendary, so Rona can be a difference. Not attacking? Alright, if we can set up the Slogurk, just this turn, don't remove it please. I would also love to kill this. Yeah, that's bad. I will hit a land and save it. Easy. Please, please game, this one time. Oh my god, it happened! It happened, we saved the Slogurk. Oh man, I feel like a winner already. I don't care if we win, we still won. Please don't cut down. Even if he cuts down, it's still a pretty good deal, right? We get the land. Yeah, he has it, right? A bushwhack. Right, that's a heavy investment overall. So even though he still killed it, I got much better value for this. Alright, that's a Dread Knight. And now we can go pretty crazy. I'm sure we'll hit more lands. Alright, probably something with Rona could be better, but we hit the land. I'm kinda happy with what I have, honestly. Alright, this is not what I usually do, but I will. Alright, I am kinda happy with... Okay, tap land is huge. We fizzled a little bit nearly. He's fizzing a little bit as well. The Red Knight is super strong, but it's not good enough to race us, especially that we have Sheoldred, right? And we can life gain on this one. So when he wants to play something super strong, maybe even next turn, we will force him to use the Dread Knight. Man, I love it so much, it's so good. And there's the battlefield, create a food token, non-artifact creature control. So a food. Until end of turn, 3 mana. Something bad happened to my stuff. Alright, so we force him to use another removal, he has the foot here. But that means very likely he won't be able to answer Sheoldred. I think I play the land still. Transforming Rona is great but pretty slow. So 4 and 2, so one of the virtue will go on this. I think we don't need to. I like the frog, man. I like the frog. So we force him to use the draw ability. He definitely doesn't want to do it. Especially that we will use Shaw. And we go like this. Maybe we'll 1 damage. Or cycling this potentially into land. I will not attack on this turn. I might want to cast Virtue of Persistence on curve. So in this case, Rona draw can be super huge. So yeah, he can... Oh, he's playing it for the cargo. And that's huge. I think it means he doesn't have go for the throws. And he just hopes that he either hits it or loses the game. That's my prediction. Don't forget we have the cottage. That's a lot of damage very quickly. Alright, and he's going for Dread Knight. I think we don't... In this situation we want maximum pressure. I don't think there's time to play the frog. 2 lands, alright. So we can play the Virtue. Or attack with Cottage. I think we go like this. Ah, do you want to do thing? Alright, he wants to keep drawing cards, but that will tax his mana a lot. And if he wants to get mana tax, we are going for Virtue. And probably cycle this land. Alright, I like my situation. I don't have too many cards, so over time he will get card advantage with this. But hopefully we can kill him before he does. And he cannot really play this because he dies on the same turn. Alright, that's different. This is huge card. What is he taking? So he can cast anything. Probably something that kills Shaw. Let's draw the card. Definitely not this. Alright. So we cycled the bad card, life gained a little bit. It probably won't matter, but it might. Is that tear asunder? Or tear asunder? I learned a little bit. And he still has 2 mana, probably for the Dread Knight. I mean, he is recovering and getting the edge in the value game, but I hope I can catch him, you know, just basically off tempo, so he cannot, use this value because he's dead. The end. Sure. It hurts, but you know, it's not the only threat we have. What are the creatures? We have Slogurk. Man, we have a lot of stuff, like even the Tortoise. Tortoise also makes our stuff better. So if he doesn't answer Virtue, and it doesn't seem like he will, that's huge. Yep, I have cards, so I'm taking it. Going first is insanely good for this hand. Like on the draw, that would be really bad hand. On the play, I think we can absolutely make it work. Cool. Those were some creatures, so it's already a 2-2. This is already a 2-2. And we can make it even better. Man, I'm so excited. I love Sultai, but it was so hard to build it since forever. Oh. Mana colors are a thing, it seems. So I can get the Vinestalk for the next turn? Yeah, maybe we'll do it. We'll see. We'll see what he plays. Some kind of Orzhov, maybe control. He doesn't have planes. That was his last white land, it seems. Or at least untapped. So I think he has a removal and he didn't want to go for the fortress, so he can kill whatever we play. And we kinda whiffed him off this. I think we need to make sure that we hit the land. So no, not my favorite play of the year, but it's something that keeps us a little bit further, you know? Alright, we are going for the Tortoise, and the Tortoise will die. I'm sorry, Tortoise. You are, you know, you are extremely appreciated, but you will eat a removal, alright? And we really appreciate it. And then your successor will actually have a chance of, you know, being on the position. Here we go. Still, we get the stuff, hopefully. And that's a black land, that's what we needed. So I still got pretty good value with Sticky Fingers. The problem is that it's one of the decks that doesn't really care about the size of your creature. Rona. Alright. Not super happy about all of this, but it's fine. Is that the Tortoise? I think it's the Tortoise. This is the card that really gives you a lot of benefits, especially if it's not answered. We need to build black mana, both for Sheo and the Froggy Frog. It's also a beast, but just more a frog, alright? Demolition Field, sure. Like the Trespasser hurts. Absolutely, but I will force him to use removal on the Tortoise. He probably has something, but... Oh, you don't have something? Alright, I will attack. I'm not activating the Vinestalk because I want to have a lot of stuff. What are you doing? I think we are going for more Vinestalks, right? We don't need mana anymore. Yeah, so on the next turn possibly we can do a lot of stuff. And the ramp is pretty insane, alright? Now we know. I'm sorry, Tortoise. I really appreciated you. So, both of the Tortoises are dead. We have only 2 black mana, so I think we need to go with this and the Stickfingers just because we don't have other mana. They might Sunfall, but it's expensive, and then we have the Vinestalks. So we go for what? 4. Yep. Sheoldred is also great, but I think she's after that time. Man, those are some... Man, we're just playing a 14-14. Easy. But we have a lot of mana. Man, I really like this deck. It's so fun. I didn't play with this kind of stuff since forever. And it's glorious. I'm prepared for Sunfall and, you know, to cry a little bit on the corner, because then we only have Sheoldred, then they use spot removal, and then we need to play with whatever we draw. However, with Vinestalks we have a little bit more options, so maybe we can make it work. And there's always chance they don't have a Sunfall, which kinda Avabruck needs to play around. Like against control, that's the game kinda. They are in control. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. They're kinda in control, so you just have to hope they don't have the perfect card for the situation. And you know what? That's fine. Are we going with the frog? I will play the land. You need what? Oh man, that's so much. Base power. Yeah, it doesn't really change anything, I believe. So we can go 5 mana, we can activate one of them and make the frog. They have Rite of Oblivion still, right? They will use it on Somnophage or whatever it's called. So yeah, let's go for this one. Those are some solid creatures, man. Like, that's 12. Not really, right? Not really. Not really. I cannot even fun target this one because I have to pay the word. That's a lot of damage, man. Absolutely a lot of damage. We go with the Froggy. And Froggy is a 5/5. Man, this deck just has every creature for 2 or 3 mana, like a 5/5, 7/7, 20/20, nearly. Super cool, man. This makes me enjoy even creature decks. Man, when control player is excited about those creatures, you know something is up. It's a little bit sad we milled the Slogurks, but it's fine. We have still some Colossal Skyturtles. I believe 2 more in the deck. So we can maybe take one of the cards. I also like the Likeness Looter. It's nearly Lazaf, right? Just not fully. Very good. And man, I can actually start sacrificing my lands to gain life. Alright, never mind. It's not Talia. So, we need to attack, right? I mean, I need 2 more lands to activate both of them, so I think that's it. Is equal, so we don't really buff it. I think we're going for this one or maybe Shaw. But we'll see. First, a huge Smork. They cannot make good double blocks, I believe, right? The best is Samurai and the Graveyard Trespasser against Vinestark. And then this on this, and then they don't die. Yeah, I think that's the block. So, I could force Trespasser to be smaller, but I need to sacrifice a card, right? That's a huge deal. I'm not sure if it's worth it, probably not. Nah, if they are going for it, they are going for it. I still have the other one. I need to keep pushing and maybe force the Rite of Oblivion so I can play Shaw. They have the Fortress, don't forget, but it's very mana inefficient, so they probably won't lose cards before double white. Alright, they're going for the Demolition Field, that's fine. They will take white mana probably? Hard to say. Oh, I don't have basics. Alright. Okay, I forgot. I thought I have basic. I thought I have basic. But it's fine. Like, it was tapped, so we lost a little bit of mana, but we forced it, and it would happen one way or the other. That's the bigger problem. Alright, so I think we have to go for... No, Sheoldred just makes them Rite of Oblivion. Soon Edgar will be back as well. That's interesting. I guess because of Survey, right? Our opponent is playing really well, I have to say. He's making all the right calls. We can make double kicker. We still have some cards. So no, at 12, 13, something. I'm not saying this name ever. It's just Urborg for me, alright? I mean, man, have you ever seen such big creatures for 2 mana? That's insane. All of them are converted to mana cost 2, and we have like 24, 25 in stats for 4 mana. This deck is amazing. Control decks don't super care about the size of the creature, so that's, you know, it is what it is. But against anything that is like damage based or the creature size matters, like, they cannot beat it. Like, simply they cannot. That's a lot of damage though. Very interesting. Oh, right. Forgot about the lifelink because I was on the verge of killing this guy then. But I think I still can do it, right? Yeah, I have the right mana. We're going for it. I guess it's a force block, of course, so it's not like we're getting it. So this will get blocked. And I guess we have to go like this then. There's no way he won't block, right? Yeah, let's go like this. We submit 0. And he plus, so he can threaten the -2, right? So we kind of have to block. And that's the Sheoldred. And now they might not have the answer. We will see, we will see. And I think that's the card, right? So it also suggests that they have instant speed card. Probably removal. So I think we lost. I don't think we can do it. Alright, they already... Yeah, this has no summoning sickness. True, true. Alright, that was a really good game. Alright, we lost, but honestly I super enjoyed it. It was so fun, man, and those creatures were huge. I think I probably could play it a little bit better. And we don't have turn 1 place. We will take a risk, and this way we have all the Sultai mana and it's still mono red. I literally just a moment ago answered a comment about mono red, and I said that it's like most of all of the games that you kinda play. And here's my game, and it's still mono red. Well done. Wow, so much variety. Have you ever seen man? I'm so baffled that mono red is 25% of the all games in standard, and it's still not a little push that maybe the deck is a bit too popular, especially that the next deck is Golgari, I believe, with 9.5%, so by 15% this beats the second deck in the meta, and there's no nerfs, like nothing. I mean bans, right, because we don't do nerfs. Anyway, back to the game. Here's a frog. The frog will try to kill stuff. Unfortunately, we kinda need the land, so yeah, it might get a little bit rough, but that's a very good wall. I mean, it's already absorbing the damage, and because of the lightning strike mana, alright, easy. I'm so glad that not only mono red is here, but it keeps getting new cards as basically the only archetype. Super cool. Anyway, outside of ranting, what are we going to do? Is that sure that they might have double burn? This is our win, right? So we probably want to just go with this one. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Like, we will make a double kicker, and that's something I'm really excited for. Man, it's a 5/6 for 2 mana. Alright, this is so exciting, I forgot what's on the other side for a moment. That's interesting. Oh, yeah. So I think they have Lightning Strike. Yep, they have Lightning Strike. Maybe Monster Roar or something, but they definitely have something. They want this block. And I think we'll give it to them, right? I don't think we'll get more types. I never did the full math, but we have a little bit of everything, right? So I block this, they Lightning Strike, they wanted to attack because this will get buffed, but then they realize we can block here, so they don't really want to do the thing. And I think we go for it. We take the Lightning Strike, and then we play Sheoldred, and then we do not block, and he needs a very good card to get through it. We could also go for this guy. Man, I kinda like the deck. So as you can see, our opponent's plays are as obvious as it gets. And we will mill ourselves. Man, I really like this deck. One more, so... Oh, 9/9. Number of creature cards in our graveyard. Hello, that's a 2 mana 9/9. Man, is the Sultai like right now absolutely playable and pretty amazing? Have fun burning through this. They seem to be burning through even this, which is wild. Show me. Man, like, look at this deck. They literally deal 9 damage to our 9/9. Look at this guy going. Hi. What's up? I hope you brought more burn, because you are out of this game, my friend. And the explosion time. I don't need to block it. I will race you, bro. Oh, I will race you so hard. You have no idea. We go. We pump the show. Hey. Oh, they thought they can terrify us by just attacking. No, my friend. Alright, guys, and we are after the games. I really hope you enjoyed them. I think that was something, different from the usual controls. So be sure to tell me in the comments if you enjoyed it. So I know. And man, we didn't play Sultai, I think, over a year on this channel. So I was super excited about this particular deck, especially that the synergies with all the milling, Slogurk, as Golgari was pushed into this kind of direction with cards like Stickfingers. They have even more like all the Urborgs. I'm never saying the other word, alright? I have no idea. And with the new addition of Cruel Somnophage or whatever, it kinda got more power, I guess. However, I honestly, man, I'm not a perfect player of this kind of deck. You can see in the video that I messed a lot of plays. However, I still don't think that even driven properly, this is a competitive deck. I didn't have good results with this one, and it has a lot of rares, so I would think twice about crafting this one unless you are sure that you know what you are doing. I know there are a lot of Sultai fans and I wanted to showcase you something interesting, and the synergies are strong, but in my opinion, they are not strong enough. I'll tell you about the cards that performed for me and the ones that didn't. I was not really happy with the frog. I think it's just a little bit too slow, and it's usually just a blocker. It gets removed very easily most of the time, even though it has 5 toughness. Or it just comes too late when you don't really care about the survey 1. So even though it seems to be card designed for this kind of deck, I don't think the raw power is here. For the nightmares, I like them. They really amplify the whole thing. The problem is that you need to kind of pass the full turn for 2 mana on 2 drop just to mill yourself, which means you have nothing in the board. So that's something you need to consider. It's better, I feel, late game, because you get 2 cards in 1 and you instantly amplify your board. So maybe I played it a bit different. Maybe I should wait with this one. Card I like the most, I think, is this one. Man, it like when you spam those one after another, your board can be absolutely incredible. So I kind of like this. Of course, you need to overpay mana for double kicker, so it becomes a 4-drop. But it has a good enough stats for 4-drop. So this is the card that really feels like a core of this deck, and it really performed. I kind of like the old Stickfingers. However, it needs usually some other enabler. With X you can amplify the thing, but you never can start the thing on its own. So you probably need either this or just some tortoise, something like this to keep things going. But when you have it already set up, it makes everything stronger on your board, and it becomes a next threat. So pretty cool stuff. I never really had the occasion to use X because I think the meta is so tempo oriented, it's so aggressive that you kinda never have this free turn, and because it's 2 mana 1/1, I think that maybe we need to think about a better drop for this. On paper it looks perfect, it draws cards, discards cards, and it can use your graveyard. In reality I just never had time to use it. Tortoise is probably one of the best parts of the deck, Slogurk very dicey, even though it's probably the most important card in the deck, one of the powerhouses together with this one. It still feels that, man, I miss self-milling so often with those lands. Sheoldred is always strong. Avabruck Caretaker, on paper it looked great, it amplified all the board and just made everything stronger. Hexproof means that nothing can be removed like Slogurk. However, it is super slow and we want to be aggressive. Virtue of Persistence was a great addition to this deck, and Colossal Skyturtle was okay. Don't forget it can make a kind of loop with Takenuma, because you can get back the creature and also you can just get it back with the Skyturtle. You don't really get much out of this outside of milling, but sometimes it matters. And the manlands were absolutely amazing, especially the Vinestalk. It's so much power, man. So this is the full review of the deck. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you stayed until the end, I really appreciate it and thank you for that. And be sure to like the video and share, that really helps the channel. So wanted to thank you guys for being on the channel, watching until the end, and just enjoying the videos every day and tuning in. That's the biggest thing in the end. And I had a lot of action lately, so I really had to organize everything perfectly, and it was still super late. So I wanted this deck, so you get something exciting, fresh, and very different from the usual style of the videos. So tell me in the comments if you enjoyed it, and yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for being here, and see you tomorrow.